how's it going, y'all? Welcome back to Boondecking. This is a bit of a late upload, but it's documentation of my time here in Florida and everything, of things I've witnessed. Back in March, I witnessed that beach whale. I was a little late, like witnessing the whale on the beach. They had already pushed it out back into the Gulf, but I did get footage of the aftermath of that as they were giving the press conferences and stuff. I showed up to my spot at the beach that day, and I had no idea what was going on. I don't watch TV, and I never watch the news, so I never have any clue what's going on in the world or locally or nothing, man. But I get everything situated, and I just start hearing a lot of commotion further down, and so I get up on one of the there's helicopters flying everywhere. So I get up on one of the dunes, the higher dunes, and I look over, and they got a backhoe and a bunch of crowd of people over there. I'm like, what in the world? So I walk down there, try to see what's going on. I notice a bunch of blood in the Gulf, and I'm like, did somebody get attacked by a shark or something? And I was like, oh man, that's crazy. So there's another older man walking past me the other direction, and I stopped him and asked him what's going on. I think he was like Polish or Ukrainian or something, because he couldn't say whale. He said big fish. And then that's when I realized, oh, it's probably a beach whale down here. So I get down there, and they had already pushed it back out into the Gulf once I got back down there. So I went back to my spot, grabbed my phone, and I started filming. By the time I got back down there, they already had the press conferences going and everything. I got some footage of that. Then I went back to my spot. I was sitting there, and they brought the backhoe right behind my spot back over there. I've got a little footage of that. And then just a few months before that, in September of 2023, there was just a fire, several yards down the other direction from my spot. And so I just started filming that, and then the Venice police came out onto the beach and started telling everybody to evacuate, and they removed everybody from the beach and everything. But I got some footage of that and stuff, but yeah, sorry, it's just a little bit late, but it's stuff I've witnessed here in Florida in my experience of living out of my truck here. So that was the sole purpose of starting this channel, but it could be anything and everything, whatever. But yeah, enjoy.
Officials are trying to determine what caused the death of a nearly 50-foot sperm whale that beached itself over the weekend. Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us. That whale died overnight despite some very big efforts to save it. The sandbar where it was discovered on Sunday is located off Venice Beach. News Channel 8 Sarasota County Bureau reporter Allison Henning joins us live from that location now. Allison.
Jen, well, scientists right now from Moat, NOAA, the University of Florida, as well as Clearwater Marine Aquarium are on site trying to figure out what may have caused this massive sea creature to die. If you take a look behind me here, you can see lots of beachgoers out here watching that entire process unfold. The necropsy is well underway now, but officials say it could be weeks before they know for sure what may have gone wrong.
I'm a communications coordinator at Moat Marine Laboratory and Aquarium.
Talk about the process, how it went in comparison to what you anticipated.
Yeah. So we expected that it would be a bit difficult to get the whale out in the water, especially the first 50 yards or so. The sandbar was just very shallow. And so we knew that it would be a little bit of trouble. Our first line ended up snapping, unfortunately, so we did have to go get another one. But luckily, it was as seamless as could be, or as we could expect, and we were able to tow the whale off.
And then where did it go?
So it's going to go about 15 miles off the coast. We do want to reiterate, as we said earlier, it is really important that you do not follow the boats. We have the Venice police out there with sea tow, and we don't want anyone to follow just because it is important that we keep the location of the whale secret and that people do not go out there and affect it at all, because it is an endangered species and a protected species.
As far as how dangerous it is out there when you drop it, and speak to that, and also maybe how long we should expect to see some of the flood in the water and the no swim advisory.
Yeah, so we are dropping it as far as possible just so that we can make sure that there is no danger to humans involved and that the whale does not try to wash up on shore again. Yeah, there you go. Great catch. Yes. Okay, so we are towing it as far as possible just to make sure that the whale does not wash up on shore and that it is not a danger to humans. We do know that there is quite a bit of blood coming out of the whale as it's being towed, and so we just want to make sure that if there is any predation that happens, it is not going to affect humans. Yeah.
Are you concerned with anybody trying to get a souvenir?
Yes, that's why we want to keep the location as secret as possible, just because we do know that some people do want a souvenir, but again, it is a protected species, so we do want to discourage people from going out there and trying to find it.
You're not allowed to own it.
Right. Not allowed. Yes, correct.
Have you seen any sharks or other predators out here while you guys are working or towing it out?
We have not yet seen much predation. We've seen a bunch of seabirds really just kind of looking at it, but nothing of note so far.
So did it sink by any chance? I know it got it like it was floating.
Yeah. As far as I know, it is still floating. It's going to take a while to get to that 15-mile mark, so we'll see. I mean, we'll have updates on our website, probably City of Venice's website as well, and our partners. But right now, it is still floating, I believe. Yeah. Anything else? I do just want to one more time thank all of our partners. We were with NOAA, the FWC, Clearwater Marine Aquarium. We had the Venice Police, obviously the Venice Fire and Rescue, and obviously Sea Tow and Landmark. They were amazing. We've had someone from Mount Sinai. We've had a bunch of people out here today, FWC if I didn't say it, and if I forgot anybody. This was really a large undertaking, and it was a group effort, and we are very grateful that everyone was able to come out today.
And swim advisory remains in effect.
Yes, the swim advisory remains in effect. The City of Venice will make the final call about the safety of the beach and make sure that everything is okay for beachgoers to come on, but it is still in effect, and do just be aware of the area. Thank you.
The Venice police and fire departments are investigating a series of fires that appear to have been deliberately set last night.
The fires burned near the Venice Pier, the Venice Lake Golf Club, and Venetian Waterway Park. Jeff Patterson is in Venice for us tonight.
Good evening, Stacey and Josh. Well, this is where one of those fires burned. It came within a short distance, just a few yards, really, of a Coast Guard auxiliary building that is in that direction. Now, Venice police are trying to find out if this fire was set on purpose and why. This is video taken of one of the fires by a witness just after sunset. A short time before this, Donna Hughes and her friend had just arrived at the beach to enjoy the sunset.
We had gone down the beach to watch the sunset, and we heard some of the kids yelling fire.
Soon after they arrived, they were ordered to leave.
We turned around and heavy black billowy smoke was coming across the dunes, and then Venice police were coming down the ramp, and they were asking everybody to evacuate the beach.
Billy Goodnight watched the fire from the road, taking this video with his cell phone.
Couldn't believe it. It was really sad. You know, what's going on and everything is so dry. And they told me there was like 8 different fires, and that's crazy because they're right next to houses over here. Just on the other side of Coast Guard, there's a lot of houses, and that's what they're concerned about it, jumping over.
Lynn Smoles was also on the beach.
I looked up, and there was this big plume of smoke.
Like many, she can't understand why someone would burn this area on a holiday weekend.
I think it's a crime. It's a sin. There's no purpose for something like that.
Especially an area that has been through so much with Hurricane Ian, then Hurricane Idalia, now this.
You know, we have enough disasters going on that are natural without people out there trying to create even more.
Venice police say they are actively working on leads from witnesses to solve this case. Live in Venice, Jeff Patterson, 8 on your side.
All right, that was my documentation of the beached whale in Venice in March of 2024 and little brush fire in September of 2023. All transpired right there near my spot at the beach. But thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all on the next one.